Courtney McDaniel, and together with Michael Howard and Jesse Cronick, we are proudly representing the West Jackson Middle FFA chapter from Jefferson, Georgia. While serving as leaders of our chapter, we were involved in planning, executing, and participating in all our chapter's activities.
West Jackson Middle School currently serves more than 1,000 students, and we would describe our area of the county as suburban. We have more students coming from subdivisions and less of an understanding of the many different aspects of agriculture or background knowledge of FFA.
After National FFA announced last year's theme of I Can, We Will, our chapter decided that we would get started developing a program of activities that impacted ourselves, our chapter, and our community. We always try to transform people's perceptions of FFA, make them see it is the most dynamic youth organization, and there are always opportunities for all FFA members, no matter how different our backgrounds. We are excited to tell you about our chapter and its members.
Now, we would love to tell you about the 9 activities you've seen in our National Chapter Award application. That is why we're here, right? But first, we would like to be really real with you for a moment. In preparing for this presentation, we first looked at the rubric and realized that thing is a beast. We tried to make sure we covered all the points in each activity, but that became nearly impossible with a 15-minute time frame. For that reason, we would like to go ahead and check some things off the list.
First off, we would like to let you know that all of our activities were completed by FFA members for FFA members. From developing the ideas for our activities, making the plan, and executing those plans, we had an active role in all of our chapter's activities. However, there is one activity that we members came up with but could not assist in the actual planning of, but we'll explain that when we get there.
Our implementations went as planned as we met or exceeded in all 3 goals for each activity. At our Summer Officer Leadership Training in June of 2017, we laid out our first plans for the activities, and throughout the year met as an awesome team to make any fine details.
We decided to really work hard to use the quality standards to guide our activities. We used posters to brainstorm ideas, and later we developed specific goals for the activities. It was an excellent learning experience throughout the whole process.
Now that we got that squared away, we'd like to tell you about our chapter activities. For the Leadership Quality Standard, we held a leadership workshop for FFA members who were interested in taking on a more active role in our chapter. As an officer team, we decided that we wanted to have a state officer come to our chapter for a visit, and that one area where we were really lacking was leadership.
Now this is the activity I mentioned earlier. Even though it was our officer team's idea, our advisor had to make contact and plans with the state officer, because if we did that, we would know what to expect. This event was truly special to us because we were able to be active participants without knowing what was going to happen. It was great.
The leadership workshop directly related to the quality standard of leadership because while at the workshop, FFA members learned to identify qualities of great leaders, learned human relation skills, and interview techniques needed to pursue leadership roles in the future.
This event was both educational and beneficial for all members because students learned about leadership skills through hands-on experiences and discussions. Personally, my favorite result from this event was the initiative we took to add working committees to our program after the fact. We saw so much excitement and potential in our members that we didn't want to slow the momentum. Instead, we committed on having more leadership opportunities for members to serve on in the future.
For our scholarship activity, we developed the My Future in Ag project to help agri-science students become more aware of the many different colleges and universities across the U.S. Students chose a college or university and then created a presentation for judges. Personally, I came up with the idea of the My Future in Ag project and presented it to my officer team at our retreat in June of 2017. After presenting my initial idea, our officer team got right to work in planning this first-time event.
Before starting the project, we developed a list of colleges and universities that had agricultural majors that had agricultural booths featured at the National FFA Convention. We also added in some schools from the state of Georgia, but we based most of our list on National Convention. Once we chose a school we wanted to focus on, like Connor State,
Oklahoma State,
And even Texas Tech.
we got right to work.
The My Future in Ag project was unique and the first of its kind for our chapter because students completed the project portion in class, but this event stretched farther more than our classroom walls. Students created their projects, presented to judges, and the top scoring presenters were invited to tour the Abraham Baldwin Agricultural College in Tipton, Georgia. It was a great experience to look forward into the future and research agricultural college, show us all of our hard work, and then be rewarded with a college tour that was also educational.
The My Future in Ag project directly related to the quality standard of scholarship because it was an activity that not only opened students' eyes to college and university opportunities, but it also got us excited about lifelong learning. Personally, one of the biggest takeaways from this activity was learning there are so many opportunities for higher education in agriculture across the country. This activity was also beneficial to the students who went on the ABAC trip because none of them had ever been to ABAC before.
The Ag Market Product Sale was next, and the purpose of this event was to encourage entrepreneurship and career readiness in our agri-science students. Students learned the steps that go into making the products, how to develop and market a business, and the importance of money management.
This event directly related to the Career Success Quality Standard because students completed the project, because students created their businesses and sold their products to consumers using paybooks. Once students got their businesses ready, it was sale day. We used social media to invite parents and community members and send out emails to teachers to get their classes involved.
The Ag Market Product Sale was amazing because it was both educational and beneficial for so many people, but it was also super fun. Students learned about the different parts of businesses, like they mentioned before, but they also learned many great life lessons, like it pays to be prepared. Students were given their business packets to prepare their ideas, and once they had their thoughts together, they presented them to a business licensing office.
Once they got their business license, they were then able to get a loan from the bank, and then they could lease a space in the classroom for their business. All in all, the Ag Market Product Sale was an excellent learning experience for the students and the countless amount of shoppers we had to come visit.
The Aggies program was developed to teach 4th and 5th graders about agri-science through hands-on experiences through the school's after-school program. We focused mainly on 4th and 5th graders for 2 reasons. 1, we thought our students would relate to them more since they were closer to our age, and 2, we wanted ag education to be fresh on their mind as they were choosing their middle school connections classes in the near future.
The Aggies program was both educational and beneficial for both the elementary students involved and our FFA members. The elementary students learned about agriculture and completed some activities they could take home and use in the future, like creating floral designs and making butter.
The Aggies program was personally one of my favorite activities because Morgan and I were members in 5th grade, and it really sparked our interest in FFA. Working with older FFA members gave us enough confidence to apply to be all serious rising 6th graders. We hope that all Aggies kids get as much out of this program as we did.
For the Environmental Quality Standard, our FFA chapter restarted the paper recycling program that was abruptly stopped in 2016. With more than 1,000 students under one roof, we as a school produced a lot of trash. Bringing the recycling program back helped redirect some of the paper materials to go to recycling centers instead of going to landfills.
Fun fact about West Jackson Middle School, it went through an extensive renovation this summer. Since we started the program back in March, we knew that we did not want to have boxes that we would have to pack up and move. For that reason, we not only found a way to get a bin in every teacher's classroom, but we also made sure that our recycle bins were also recyclable.
My dad works at Columbia Farm, and he hooked us up with enough egg boxes to cover every teacher who requested one, and even extras for common areas like the media center and front office. Just to make sure people knew they were recycling bins, I covered them in green paper and then added a paper recycling logo. Still got the high boomers to prove it.
Getting teacher buy-in was the most important step to a successful recycling program. So instead of giving every teacher a bin, we sent out email to gain interest in faculty. Our plan worked as more than 59% of teachers signed up for bins. By May 2018, we have recycled more than 700 pounds of paper, and we are hoping to recycle even more once we get the program started this year.
For our citizenship activity, our FFA Week committee developed the Change for Change project. We sold strips of paper for 25 cents each, and strips that were sold were stapled to make a chain link. Grade level teams stapled together their chain links and hung their strips down the hallway to display their donations.
The purpose of this project was to raise money to purchase goods to donate to the community, like food and personal care items. We had a goal set at $500, and in order to reach that goal, we spread information throughout our school, social media, and even came up with an incentive for the winning team.
In the end, the Change for Change project completely exceeded our expectations. We raised more than $1,300 to purchase items for our community. Being on the winning team for this activity, my team got to participate in a day of service where we helped build little free pantries and assisted in producing lettuce for our school cafeteria. The Change for Change project not only connected paper strips to show our donations, but it also connected students to the community through community service.
Last year, 7th grader Lily Farmer served as our chapter reporter, and her job was to promote our FFA chapter through newsletters, articles in the newspaper, and social media postings. All of these items were collected and put into the reporter's book, and this was our activity for the Agricultural Advocacy Quality Standard.
We feel that even though this is an individual event, it serves as a great agriculture advocacy activity because the purpose of an advocate is to publicly support a cause. Literally, thousands of people were impacted by the publications of our chapter.
Because of all her work, Lily had to superglue the rings to the reporter's book. We have more than 100 pages in this huge notebook that included 56 newspaper articles, and some of our nearly 700 online posts. Not only did the reporter's book serve as this activity, but it also serves as a point of pride for our chapter. Lily placed second in Georgia's Reporters Book Leadership Award.
As an officer team, we decided that one safety lesson everyone can benefit from was kitchen safety. And just like that, cooking with care was born. We teamed up with the Family and Consumer Sciences teacher, Mrs. Jones, to hold a workshop about kitchen safety and sanitation. We as an officer team came up with the topics to cover, and Ms. Jones led the workshop in her classroom. During the workshop, we learned how to keep ourselves and our workspaces clean while we cut fruit, made smoothies, and created a healthy dip for our fruit.
This event was both educational and beneficial for the 22 members involved because they learned 2 keys of kitchen sanitation, 3 personal cleanliness skills, and 2 safety skills when using a knife. We showed we learned these skills with an open-ended questionnaire.
The safety quality standard is pretty open for interpretation. As long as we're promoting safety, we're covering our bases. But we decided on kitchen safety because we decided that no matter what our students grow up to be in the future, they could benefit from kitchen safety.
In our minds, ag literacy is about helping others better understand agriculture and its importance to our lives. So for this quality standard, we created an ag literacy quiz for people to take during National Ag Week.
Each grade level of agri-science students work to complete different projects throughout the week, and we display those projects in the hallway outside the agri-science classroom. Our displays featured important people in ag, Georgia's top 10 commodities, and the importance of agriculture in Georgia.
We made announcements, sent emails, and used social media to encourage people to come check out the information posted. We used those same methods to get people to come take our quiz. But we also had a poster in the hallway with a QR code on it during class changes to get many different people to take our quiz.
In the end, over 300 people took the quiz, 51% scored 50% or higher, and our local Farm Bureau sponsored a prize package for the highest scoring individual. All in all, the National Ag Week Agriculture Literacy Quiz was a great way to teach others about agriculture, see what they already knew, and learn to better educate others in the future. This event summed up our spring semester, and we thought it was a great way to sum up our presentation. Thank you.